Hi, I'm Aaron from Marmon Family Dog Training, and today we are working with Nova, and the main point of this video is going to be about how we can get the dog to develop a strategy. We don't want to be commanding them around and telling them what to do, what not to do, and just have this whole world of rules that the dog has to follow, because that's not how the dog's mind operates. What we're trying to do is set up easy patterns and easy situations where it's obvious for the dog to understand what to do. So we want her to develop what's my best strategy. So we start adding in little targets. So I would stand here and let her figure out, how do I get him to spit out the food? We want her to just think, oh, I know what to do. He's walking this way. I'm going to jump on that and get paid food. And just start having her understand what are my best routes to success. But we want her to develop the strategy, and we can kind of start paying food lower to kind of start helping her go into a down position. We want the down position, the running to me, targeting objects to jump on things we target her for, and walking by me to have her think these are the most beneficial things to me. These are my best routes to success. So it's not a big game of me saying, don't do this, don't do that. I want her to just recognize simple patterns of, if I do this, I get something out of it. Once she can make that decision for herself, then we would start removing food, slowly weaning off of food as she gets better and better with it, until the behavior just starts becoming default, that she's just doing it on her own. And until then, we're paying food in the right times to have her develop a strategy. So when I lose her attention, I'm just walking away. So I would pay food on this left side consistently. So her starting to develop the strategy of this left side is the best place to be. So as she goes to camera girl Amanda to kind of see her, it would tell Amanda to just be flat. She comes back to me, food. And we're just trying to get her to figure out, where's my best route to success? So if there are more people out here, other things going on, I would just tell them, ignore her. She comes back to me, food, until she starts realizing, okay, this guy is the one with all the benefit for me. I'm going to choose him. He's the most successful. And when we start to lose engagement out of her, I just simply walk away. She comes in on the left side. We pay food. And this is the main interaction we're having with her, especially at this age. She comes out, I make myself valuable, and it's a rinse and repeat. And so ways I can get her to help develop a strategy is every time she jumps on one of these things, I charge it with value. I pay her food every time she jumps on it. We can start getting her into this down position on it to start having her realize, oh, not only is jumping on this thing a good thing, me laying down on it is another way to get paid food. And so the reason we're using these targets is when there is a drive that kicks off, she goes to something else. Just me walking towards these things is going to start being very valuable, where she's like, oh, wait a second, are you going that way? I better get on there or else I'm going to miss out on something. So just walking towards it, we're adding value to it. And it's not even just the value of the food, it's also the value of the speed and the jumping. So we have a lot of fun and drive connected to these platforms. Fun and training should be identical to the dog. They shouldn't be able to distinguish between the two. It should look the exact same. What's fun to a dog? Running, jumping, eating food. So this is what we're trying to pair ourselves with. And then when there's more distraction going on as time goes by, this is what we're funneling the dog back into. But right now, I just want her to develop her own strategy. So see how she's went to that before I even got there, of her trying to lead me, of like, hey, is this gonna work again? In the wild, dogs have like a 25 to 30% success rate, and they'll keep repeating same behaviors with only a 25% success rate. So if we can add a higher value success rate of every time we go here, this is money, they're gonna start really keeping an eye on these certain times of, oh, this is about to happen again, because they'll repeat a behavior with only a 25% success rate. So we're just trying to let her know which behaviors are most successful. So when in doubt, you're always trying to think, how do I get the dog to develop the strategy to do the thing that I wanted them to do to begin with?